We are leaving Olympia, Washington, and headed for a beautiful drive down the West Coast, the 101. We've spent the last several days celebrating our son's graduation and doing a little sightseeing. If you haven't yet checked out our The Olympia Experience video and our How to Experience the Seattle Mariners video, see the links above. We've been looking forward to driving down the West Coast for several years. A southbound West Coast drive is recommended because you can more clearly see the coast from the right side of the road. We are also moving from the northern, cooler climate to the warmer southern climate. We'll be taking a few noted stops as we drive down the 101 today, including Haystack Rock and Seal Rock. We're looking forward to the journey ahead, so let's get started. One hour and 53 minutes to go.
No, that's it?
Yep.
To Haystack?
To our first stopping point,
I thought it was like a 4-hour drive.
Well, we're going to be in the car a lot today, but our first stop is 10:30. We'll be at Haystack and the Needles, half an hour to an hour long, and then we're having lunch at Moe's restaurant.
It's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah, I planned it out, babe.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it.
Decided to try to make a quick stop here at the end of the Lewis and Clark Trail.
Apparently the city of Seaside asked the Oregon State Legislature to declare them the end of the Lewis and Clark Trail, and they said, sure, why not? So you could say any place, you know, we're here, Seaside's down here, you know, any place at the mouth of the Columbia you could call the end of the Lewis and Clark Trail, or as we prefer, the halfway point, because you know, it's kind of like the astronauts, you know, they're not done when they're on the moon, they're done when they're safely back.
Yeah,
the explorers
okay.
will be done back in the United States.
Nice. So is there some type of monument out here? Or?
In Seaside, at the end of Broadway Street, at the turnaround, I believe they've updated that a little bit, but I think there's still a marker that says end of Lewis and Clark Trail. And there's a beautiful bronze statue of Lewis and Clark kind of looking over the ocean, and Lewis's dog Seaman standing next to him, or I think he's laying down in that one. That's actually called End of the Trail.
Okay.
The statue.
Okay, so we were close.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, something learned. Well, something learned. The Lewis and Clark statue is not in the Lewis and Clark National Park. So we have to head out to go to the city of Seaside, which is actually on our way onto the 101. It's right off the 101. So we were able to take a break here, stretch our legs, but we're going to go to the city of Seaside and look for the statue.
End of the Lewis and Clark Trail. This end of trail statue, commemorating Captain Meriwether Lewis and William Clark's 4,000-mile, 18-month journey, was installed in 1990. The turnaround in Seaside, Oregon is a fitting location for the statue, as it's considered to be the official endpoint of the Lewis and Clark expedition's journey, the place where they turned around to return home. The park ranger that we spoke to also noted that we would see their dog Seaman at their feet. Seaman, a Newfoundland dog, was a member of the Lewis and Clark expedition and was the only animal to complete the entire 3-year trip. Seaman was purchased specifically for the expedition by Lewis. Because of the dog's water skills, Lewis named his companion Seaman. Lewis became very attached to Seaman, and Seaman was very attached to Lewis. Seaman survived the expedition, and Lewis took the dog home with him to St. Louis. He is reported to have refused food and died of grief after Lewis's premature death. We're out the ocean.
Playing soccer on the sand. It's a soccer tournament.
That's cool. They said there's like a lot of private properties, so you have to find a way to get to it. But I'm thinking that Google will take us to a public parking spot, I would
In
think.
1,000 feet, you will arrive at your destination.
Tsunami hazard zone. This is it.
You have arrived.
Okay. So you need to find, oh, you can see it from here.
Oh wow, that's humongous.
We need to find a place to park. Oh my, that's really cool. All right, I'll get back with you when we find a place to park. We went right to where Google told us to go, and then there's a little alley. It doesn't say no parking allowed or anything like that, so we're going down the alley to go see everything.
You know what?
Oh,
I feel pretty fortunate. You know why?
why?
Because people have a tough time finding one needle in a haystack. We found 2 needles.
How about that? Yeah. All these beautiful private homes. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? One more shot of this impressive place as we head to Moe's Restaurant, a sharp right. Moe's Restaurant. Right on the, and right there's the haystack and the needles. Awesome.
How are you guys doing today?
Good. Window seat. Okay, this is fine.
Alright, enjoy
Thank
your meal,
you.
guys.
This is why we came here. This is Moe's clam chowder, and it's supposed to be the best around. Steamy hot. Give it a little try. Here comes the bread. Thank you.
Good?
That's good. You're gonna like it. Would you recommend going to Moe's?
It's a good find from Ohio. Perfect for this setting, coming down from the seaside and seeing the haystack and stopping in there for a bite to eat. Perfect setting.
There's a lot to take in when you drive down the Oregon coast. So far, we've took an unplanned stop to see the turnaround point for Lewis and Clark. We took in the beauty of Haystack and the Needles, had a great lunch at Moe's, and enjoyed a beautiful walk down Cannon Beach. Join us next time as we continue down the Oregon Coast Highway, the 101, to see Seal Rock and the tallest lighthouse on the Oregon coast, Yaquina Head Lighthouse. Until next time, let our next trail help you find your next trail.